Hi guys, so let's get started with this video. Today's topic is change management in project management. So today we will discuss the change management in detail. Let's get started with this video. So change management is an important aspect of a project management that focuses on planning, implementing and controlling the changes within a project to ensure that the project team and stakeholder effectively transitioning from the current states to the desired future state. So the change management is essentially in is to ensure that the changes are smoothly integrated into the project and do not negatively impact the project objectives, scope, timeline, budget, or the quality. So here are some key consideration for the effective change management in project management. So the very first is we have to clearly define the need for the change. Second thing is to access the impact of the change. Third thing is to develop a change management plan. Fourth thing, we have to communicate effectively. Fifth thing is we have to involve and engage the stakeholder. Next thing is we have to provide the training and the support. We have to monitor and evaluate the change, address the resistance to change, and document and share the lessons what we have learned at the end. Let's just take one on one for the activities. What all activities are included in the change management? So the very first is we have to clearly define the need for the change. So we have to clearly articulate the reasons behind the proposed change, including the drivers and the expected outcomes. So this helps to gain buy-in from the project stakeholders and ensure that everyone understands the purpose and the benefits of the change. Second thing is to access the impact of the change. So we have to identify and access the potential impact of the change on the project scope, schedule, budget, resources, and the risks. This helps in identifying and mitigating the potential risks and challenges associated with the change. We have to develop a change management plan. It's a very important and a critical step uh, for creating a comprehensive change management plan that outlines the approach, roles, and the responsibilities, communication strategies, and the timeline for implementing the change. So, this plan should be integrated into the overall project plan and align with the project objectives and the timeline. Next thing is we have to communicate effectively. So it's a crucial and important step. And this the communication is always a crucial in the change management because communicating the need for the change and the reasons behind it and the expected outcomes to all the project stakeholders, including team members, sponsors, and end users. So use the various communication channels and methods to ensure that the message is clearly understood by all stakeholders. Next thing is we have to involve and engage stakeholders. So involve the key stakeholders is the change process to gain their support and commitment. So this may include obtaining feedback, addressing concerns, and involving stakeholders in decision making. So engage the stakeholders throughout the change process to ensure their buy-in and ownership of the change. Yeah. Next thing is we have to provide the training and the support. So providing the adequate training and the support to the project team and the end user to ensure a smooth transitioning to the change state. This may include the providing the training session, documentation, and ongoing support to help the stakeholder adapt to the change. So next thing is monitor and evaluate the change. So continuously monitoring and evaluating the process and the effectiveness of the change. Use a key performance indicators like KPIs to measure the success of the change and make the adjustments as needed to ensure that the desired outcomes are achieved. Yep. Next thing is we have to address the resistance to change. Changing the often encounters the resistance from the stakeholder. identifying and address the resistance. So resistance is nothing but it's the barrier that are coming in front of implementing the change management request. So we have to address those things and to change proactively by addressing the concerns, providing clarification, and involving stakeholders in the change process. So use the change champions or the change agents to help facilitate the change and the managed resistance. Last thing is at the end, so you need to document everything and share the lessons learned. So capturing or you have to capture the lessons learned from the change management process and share them with the project team and the other stakeholders. So this helps in identifying the best practices and improving future change management efforts. Yeah. So let me just summarize it. So effective change management is a critical for successful project delivery. It helps to ensure that the changes are well planned, executed, and integrated to the project. And the project team and the stakeholders are effectively guided throughout the change process by following these best practices. So we can effectively implement the change management or the change request in our project. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for listening.